to save money any way we can, so don't let paying too much on your auto loan drive you up the wall. Here to steer us in the right direction, please welcome President and CEO of First Service Credit Union, David Bleazard. Hello.
Good morning, Deborah.
There are all kinds of little areas where a lot of us are just literally giving away money and might not realize it, and this is one of those areas.
Absolutely. Look, an auto loan is one of the largest purchases that we make, and we can really waste a lot of money if we're not careful.
Yeah. How many of you think that once you sign that dotted line on your payment, you're kind of stuck in that until you're done paying for it? Yeah, see, a lot of us assume that you're done, you can't do anything about it. Up front, you want to try to negotiate a better price on the vehicle to begin with before you even sign the dotted line.
All right, do your homework. Don't do an impulse buy for a large ticket item, right? Do your homework. Know what you're looking for, know what you're willing to pay for it, know what the going rate is.
Yeah, but the price on the little paper in the window says this.
Yeah, that's not really the best deal, right? You usually can do a much better deal with negotiating with the dealership.
Yeah, and we have access to the internet today where you really know much more than we ever did before. Before you just had to kind of trust it, but there are a lot of places where you can do your research.
Yeah, absolutely. There are a lot of sites you can go to learn what a car really costs and what you should be paying for it. Use them.
And there's also this other little thing that a lot of us, we remember at some point during a math class hearing something about this thing called interest. But I wasn't interested in understanding that. That's another place where you get into trouble.
Okay, Deborah, yes, you need to know all about interest, right? Because that's how much you're going to really pay for the vehicle over time.
Yeah. Or pay for the loan, because you'll pay off the vehicle, but then that interest.
Yes. So that's the cost of borrowing the money.
Yeah.
And so the less you pay, the better the deal is you're going to get overall. Yeah. So you want to get the best rate.
And also, the more you put down, the more you can impact what happens. I put at least 20% down on a vehicle you purchase.
Absolutely, because a new car tends to depreciate or have less value immediately after you purchase it than any other type of purchase, like rather if you're purchasing a used vehicle. And so you want to put a down payment down so that you can minimize the effects of having a vehicle that's worth less than what you owe.
Yeah, well, and you mentioned used vehicle because a lot of times people say, well, I can save a lot more on getting a used vehicle, but does that impact the interest rate?
Well, it can, but at most places, like at First Service Credit Union, you're going to pay the same interest rate for a used vehicle as you are for a new vehicle. So there really is no difference in interest rate.
Yeah.
But it means you have to do more homework so that you get the right vehicle for the right price and that hasn't been damaged or treated poorly.
Yeah, okay. Include the cost of options in the down payment.
Yeah, you know, you don't want to be paying and financing floor mats and fancy stereos, right?
Yeah.
I know it sounds like common sense, but you don't want to be financing those kinds of things.
Right, you can just pay for get it done, paid for,
right.
It's good. Okay, dealer rebate versus the 0% loan rate.
This is one of the main areas where people are most confused. Now, many dealerships have offered 0% financing for a vehicle. The problem is that you usually forego a rebate or any dealer incentives in order to get that 0% financing. And typically, if you will just do your homework a little bit, maybe putting the rebate and the dealer incentives down on the balance of the vehicle and then financing it at the credit union would be a better option.
Okay.
And I think we have a graphic for that.
Yeah.
Where if you financed a $22,000 vehicle and there was a $2,000 rebate being offered, if you finance with the credit union at 1.99% and you put that rebate down on the price of the vehicle, you're actually going to pay less, almost $1,000 less over the life of that loan.
Just by being a little smarter.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, so let's say that we didn't know you yet and we went ahead and got our auto loan and we drove off the lot and we're thinking now, eek, I sure would like to pay a little less on that. You can refinance an existing auto loan?
Absolutely. That's one of the main things we do. You know what? If you got a loan and you're not sure you got the best deal, come and talk to us, because here's the deal. We will refinance any automobile to the credit union, and generally we'll pay you a $150 incentive just for doing it.
Oh, wow.
And you make no payment for up to 60 days.
Okay, we love that. Loving that. Loving that. All right, we have a couple of folks in the audience who have some questions for you, starting with Pam. Hi.
Yes, hi. Hi, Dave. I have a relatively new car loan, about a year and a half old, and I wanted to refinance, but I always thought that I had to put more money down to refinance or pay some kind of fee. Is that the case?
Wonderful question. And the answer is no.
In fact, they're giving you money.
Yeah. Forget you putting money down. We're going to give you a $150 incentive to bring your loan to the credit union.
She will be following you back to the credit union after the
Awesome.
show. Okay, Tanisha. Hi.
Hi, Dave. What I wanted to know is when you refinance the car, does it extend the length of your loan?
It can, or you don't have to. We can keep the exact same term that you have left. Let's say that you financed a vehicle for 60 months a year ago, right? And so you're wondering, well, can I keep that same term so I pay it off at the same time? And yes, we can do that. And usually at a much better interest rate, so you're saving money. But if you needed to stretch it out a little bit of longer time and lower your payments so that you can make your household finances work, we can do that too.
All right. A lot of times people will finance their cars through their bank.
Right.
Or through the loan situation they have connected to the car company.
Right.
But when you say a credit union, for those people who aren't quite sure what a credit union is, explain that to them and the fact that you can do just about anything else that a banker.
Right, so a credit union is a financial cooperative that's owned by its members, and we offer every product and service that any bank offers, but we typically offer it at a better rate because we have no shareholders to pay, no debt holders to pay. The members are the owners. So it's usually a better deal.
Yeah. All right. If you'd like more information on First Service Credit Union, call 713-676-7777, 713-676-7777, or you can call the call center at 800-678-5197, 800-678-5197. Someone is standing by to answer your questions. You can also visit them online at fscu.com. And you're going to give people $150?
Absolutely.
Okay, all
yeah.
right. Okay. Don't forget to log on to Facebook to let us know how you pinch your pennies. And did you ever pinch a penny and it ended up costing you more? We'll share some of your comments a little later on in the show. Okay, got to ask you because you have a big family, and so you're wise with your money. What's one of the things that you do that pinches pennies?
Well, I think one of the main things is I use cash. That way I'm not just spending money on my debit card and not knowing what I'm spending.
Yeah, that invisible money, right?
Right.
All right. Thank you very much. Well, he's one of the most recognized singers in the world, and he's coming to Houston. Here's a hint as to who it is. Most of us heard his voice in commercial jingles before we knew him as a performer. One of his jingles, I am stuck on Band-Aid, and Band-Aid stuck on me. We'll tell you who it is when we come back.